Hey guys, it's Mikexingchen. Welcome to me commenting on your comments for the month of March 2017. I want to do more comments videos because I really do appreciate you guys leaving the comments and I try to respond to as many as I can. Sometimes I get too busy, I don't get to respond as often, so I want to make these videos. Let's get right to it. First comment is from the crab and garlic noodle video. BTS Big Bang says, never had crab before. I'm definitely going to try some now. I'm going to San Francisco to try that. If you never had crab before, I just want to say, I am really sorry. I feel so bad for you. It's one of the most delicious creatures you can ever consume. And if you don't live anywhere where they serve fresh crab, if you're not from like Maryland or Florida or anywhere on the coast, my suggestion is get yourself to the nearest Red Lobster and get yourself some introductory crab. I mean, that stuff might not be the freshest, it might not be the best, but at least it's something. Also, I want to mention there are, of course, tons of different types of crabs all around the world that you can try. San Francisco Dungeness crab, I love, but my favorite crab experience was probably in New York City. There was a buffet in Long Island. It's Harvest, I don't know, I think it's closed down now. It was called Harvest Buffet. It's not good anymore. It was good when I went, and its qualities just kind of kept dropping. And I went during a holiday, and they had these stir-fried king crab. And oh my god, the crab legs, I kid you not, was this thick. And I'm salivating right now thinking about it. It was the most delicious thing I've ever had. It was on a buffet, so I could eat as much of it as I wanted. It was the most glorious day of my life. Now I just made that statement, I think my life is actually pretty sad. Another crab experience I really enjoyed was when I went down to the Florida Keys and I had stone crab. And these are massive, massive claws of the stone crab. And they give you this delicious mustard sauce. And you just dip it. And oh my goodness. You know what? Just check out the video I did about the Florida Keys and the stone crab. I'll put it in my description box. But wow, what an experience. That unfortunately is really expensive. I think it was $36, $37 a pound for the stone crab claws, but so worth it. If you guys are ever down there, definitely give that a try. Next up, Corpulent Beast says, should have went to Thong Long. I worked there. I would have gave you free parking. Did they charge for parking? I know Thong Long is downtown. I've actually been there before. That was the first time I think I've tried garlic noodles and roast crab years ago. This was probably 5-6 years ago, and I think I went there. I thought it was okay. And honestly, I feel like these crab places, these Asian crab places, they're sort of similar to me. I mean, before I did this video, I really wanted to show you guys which place is the best. And I know of Thong Long, but just comparing the reviews and from what I remember, I feel like these places, they're sort of similar. The San Francisco people might kill me on this, but I don't know. I just feel like you could go to either one of them and have a good experience. Next up, Christian Cho says, come over to Singapore to try our chili crab. I saw that comment, and Christian, just because of the chili crab, I am going to Singapore. I kid you not, I'm gonna... Like, what else is there to do in Singapore? I don't know, but I'm going there for food. And chili crab right now is definitely on my list. I don't even know what it is. I mean, I just hear the words chili and I hear the word crab, I'm there. Next up, this is from the video where I was in Vancouver eating the soup dumplings. This comment is from Jedi Master Yoda. He says, he or she says, I never tried dumplings, so sad. This made me even more sad than the person who told me they never tried crab. I mean, you never tried dumplings? It just, I don't know, my heart feels for you. I'm so sad that you never experienced such gloriousness in your life, and you should go try some dumplings. I mean, from what I know, you live on the planet Dagobah and all you have to eat is slime, so I'm not surprised you never tried dumplings, but you should get yourself some dumplings. Next up, LD says, I eat a lot but not that much, but Mike's a good guy to eat with because he rather order too much than too little, and that's how I roll. That is how I roll. I'm always afraid. I have this, I don't know, paranoia when I'm ordering food. When I'm eating like with friends who don't eat that much and they tend to order like just a little bit, I get nervous and I hate it. Okay, this is my pet peeve. I hate it when people say to me, oh, just order some more if it's not enough. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. It does not work like that, okay? If you're eating and you're eating with a bunch of friends and you get to the point where you realize there's not enough food, the meal's almost over. Okay, and there's nothing worse than like one more dish comes over and then you still got 5 starving people and that dish just disappears in like a second. So you really should have just ordered it in the beginning. That to me is just a horrific dining experience. I want to order enough in the beginning because if you have anything left over, just take it home. I mean, there's nothing wrong with eating leftovers, especially if you're going to a brand new restaurant and you want to try a bunch of new things for the table. You want to be able to get them all. Otherwise, you're just going to be thinking about those dishes you never had and it's going to drive you crazy, I tell you. Next up, like 7 Oranges says, I feel like you could sell Mikexingchen approved brand hot oil and people would buy it. Well, I am gonna come up with a Mikexingchen hot oil and I'm gonna sell that on my online store that's supposed to be launching in the next week or so. I mean, the hot oil is gonna be available right away as soon as the store launches, but I am working with the company to brand some hot oil, so I'm cooking up different flavors for you guys. So hopefully you guys can order the Mikexingchen brand hot oil and be as addicted to it as I am. Next up, this is from the Ichiran Ramen video. Serena Chan says, NYC has Ichiran Ramen now. Perhaps you can do a comparison video. When I went to the Ichiran Ramen place in Japan, I've known that Brooklyn had opened up a branch of Ichiran Ramen. I didn't go because the reviews just were not that good. It didn't seem like people loved it that much. With that said, I will do a comparison video let me know in the comments. Do you want to see a comparison video? I will do it. And I will be extremely honest with you guys if it's not good. Next up, John Eli says, this is also from the Ichiran Ramen video, great place for introverts. You know what kind of surprised me was I saw the commercial for the Ichiran Ramen in Brooklyn. Not the commercial, but like I think some media did a little video about it. And it showed that you had to be really quiet when you went inside and you had your own booth and you're not supposed to talk and just get your ramen, eat, and get out. That was not the case in Japan. In Japan, when you walk into that place, yeah, you have the separated booths, but you can also go with friends and then you can remove the partition so you guys can eat together. Also, there were a ton of people talking and being loud. It wasn't quiet at all. So I don't know if it's extremely quiet. We're supposed to be extremely quiet in the Brooklyn location. I guess I'll know when I go there and see, but definitely not the case in Japan. Next up, this is the Xi'an video I did in Vancouver. Oh, by the way, if you guys are watching in Vancouver, let me know when is a good time to go to that Xi'an place because I hear it's like lying out the door now and the secret is out and you can't even get food anymore past like 5 o'clock. But let me know when I can actually go and get some food. Mark John Lucico says, credits to the cameraman. Somebody give this dude food. A lot of you guys have been asking me on the comments. I see a lot where people are like, are you traveling alone? Do you have somebody filming your videos? And people are guessing, is it a tripod? Is it a person? All right, most of the time I travel alone to film these food videos because I can't afford to bring somebody with me. You know, it's YouTube. I'm not getting paid that much. So I try to go by myself to cut down on costs. This is especially true when I travel outside the country. I try to cut down on cost. Sometimes I'll be lucky enough to meet with a local and I'll ask that person a local friend and I'll ask that person to film for me. In the New York videos, I bring my team with me, or in the San Francisco videos, I bring my team with me, and they help me eat the food, and they sometimes film for me, but most of the time it's just a tripod. Next up, Yuki Y says, I saw you at Aberdeen Center. I wanted to say hi, but didn't want to interrupt you while you were filming. I get these types of messages a lot on Twitter, on Instagram, like people are like, hey, weren't you just there? I just saw you. I didn't want to disturb you because you look busy. Guys, come and talk to me. I promise you're not disturbing me. I mean, yeah, I might be filming something. Wait till I finish that clip or whatever. I make mistakes all the time, so just catch me when I'm not filming. I love to meet you because doing YouTube, you know, you kind of get lost in the statistics of it all, right? You see a lot of subscribers, you see a lot of views, but there's still a separation between me and whoever watches these videos because a lot of times you kind of turn into a number. So when I meet people who watch the videos, I feel so happy and humbled and glad to meet you because, hey, it's kind of like almost like, hey, people do actually watch these videos. So I really appreciate you guys coming up and saying hi, and I would love to take a picture with you. And you know what? Sometimes I ask people if they want to take a picture because I feel like sometimes people are shy to ask for a picture. And then a bunch of times this has backfired on me where I'm like, hey, so you want a picture? And they're like, no thanks. I'm just like, oh, all right, well, that's good because I don't want to take one with you anyway. Awkward situation, but that does happen sometimes. Next up, NYTO or New York to Raptor says, you haven't done a cooking video in a while. Can you make another one, please? This is something I'm going to get into. because you guys have seen I've been traveling almost nonstop, and I've been negotiating the move back to New York and getting the house ready. It's crazy. I don't even have my own house right now in New York because I'm still waiting for it to close. We have our office right now, which is not the best place to film cooking videos because there's almost no kitchen. I mean, we have a kitchen, but it has no stove. So I'm gonna try to film some cooking videos in our office using a gas burner. I've been wanting to do that anyway because it just looks better when I can face you guys directly. So more cooking videos are coming, I promise you. And I want to do more cooking videos because I know a lot of you guys who are watching, you want to try some of the authentic Chinese foods. You want to try a lot of the dishes I've tried around the world, but you don't have access to them. So one of my goals is to be able to bring you authentic recipes to cook at home. So you guys, whatever you see on the videos, you can have at home as well. That's my goal. I'm really far from getting there at this point, but I'm gonna try to get there. So more cooking videos to come, I promise you. Next up, Buantalan Luku says, is this a paid advertisement? Because if this is the best place, why so empty? This is, I think, on the Xi'an video. Well, when I went there, this place hasn't really been discovered yet. So I was lucky to be able to go in and not have a line of people. That is no longer the case. This place, I hear, is just lying out the door every night now. I do want to talk about this advertising thing for a second because people always ask me, they're like, oh, hey, you must be advertising this place because you look like you enjoy it so much. Couple of things I want to make sure I do for this channel, for Strictly Dumpling, is that, one, I do want to say that I welcome sponsors. I do, if they're the right fit, because it is really expensive to maintain this channel and my vlog channel, which is more of a travel channel at this point. Because of course I do travel around the world and I eat, and 99% of the time I pay for everything. I pay for the food, I pay for the flights, I pay for every single thing. Nothing comes from the restaurants themselves. I don't have a sponsor helping me with anything. I don't have a partnership on any flights or anything, so I pay for everything out of pocket. So it does cost a lot. So I do welcome sponsors on the channel, but one thing I will never do is I will never have a restaurant sponsor me. I will never go feature a restaurant and tell you that it's good because that particular restaurant paid me. I'll do general sponsors, and I'll tell you guys before a video like, oh, hey, this video is sponsored by so-and-so, but it will never be sponsored by a restaurant. I won't take sponsors. I won't even take sponsorships, let's say, from like a huge buffet chain and they want to pay me to feature their, no. The only way I'll make a video on a food location on Strictly Dumpling is because if that place is really good, I tried it already, it's really good, or it's a popular place, I just want to try it out and tell you guys if it's good or bad. I don't want a restaurant to pay me money and be like, yo, you gotta say good things about me. Because one thing I want to make sure on this channel, on the Strictly Dumpling channel, is that whenever you see me eating something, the video I'm featuring about a food or a particular location, I want you to know it's authentic. I want you to know it's honest. If I like it, I'll tell you that I love it. If I don't like it, I think you can tell when I don't like something. So, and also a lot of people, previously I addressed this, a lot of people say, well, you like everything. The reason I like a lot of stuff I film is because I've been there already and I made sure the food was good. And so I want to recommend it to you guys. That's why I like it. If you see the videos, I have done videos where I'm at buffets, where I'm at locations where I've never been before. And if I don't like something, I'll tell you guys I don't like it. Because again, I don't accept sponsorships from particular locations. So my reviews are not influenced by anybody. All right, I think that's all the comments. I really do appreciate you guys commenting. I try to, at least when the video gets posted right away, I try to right after that comment as much as I can. But obviously I have a lot of channels and it's really hard for me to get to every single comment. That's why I want to do these videos as well, to show you how much I appreciate you guys watching and appreciate you guys commenting. What's coming up is once I get this place set up, more food cooking videos is coming. A couple of really exciting cooking videos that's coming is that I'm actually going back to Vancouver and learning how to make the liangpi, the cold skin, and the pork burger from the restaurant that I featured in Vancouver. So they're going to teach me. Also, I've made some Vietnamese friends here and they promised they're going to teach me how to make wonderful, authentic pho and spring rolls. So those are some awesome videos coming up. And guys, definitely look out for the Mikexingchen store that's gonna be launching I think in a week or two. It's gonna have a lot of shirts about hot pots and bubble tea. And that's exciting to me because I want to show my affection on my shirt. I want to show, see, that's why I'm wearing a Vancouver shirt, because I'm not from Vancouver, but I love Vancouver. All right guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I'll see you later.